know you did it, Mom.
What do you mean, sweetie?
You threw away my stockings. My fishnet stockings.
They'll turn up. Let's go have breakfast.
What you reading?
An unidentified woman was brutally attacked on Oak Street last night. That's not far from here.
Honey, can we please not read this kind of thing at the breakfast table?
You can't make bad things go away by pretending they don't exist.
Well, we don't have to bring them into the house.
Come on, Daddy's a policeman.
I'm a detective. After I pass the exam for the fraud division. Oh, by the way, I get classes till 9, so don't hold dinner. We'll see you girls later.
There's Jasmine. Drop me off here. It's only a block from school. We'll be fine.
These rackets. How's little Kyle?
You stay away from my son. Got it?
Excuse me? What was that all about?
She's in one of her moods.
I guess so.
Yeah, she claims that you injured her precious Kyle yesterday.
He was trying to climb the aquarium. I had to pull him down so he didn't hurt himself.
Well, she's a drama queen. You know this.
Yes.
Speaking of drama, how was last night? Did you have fun? Did you learn any new tricks?
Well, we did learn this thing called the butterfly that was kind of interesting.
I told you that you would have fun.
I don't know, Alice. I never imagined I'd be doing something like this. It makes me feel guilty.
You are the sweetest, most boring person I have ever met.
Thank you, I think. Hello, officer. Was I speeding?
No, ma'am. Can I see your license and registration, please?
Did I run a stop sign?
No. Your tags are expired.
Oh. Wow, my husband usually takes care of that. He must have forgotten. He works for the department. Mike Plainview, do you know?
No, I don't believe I do.
Do you seriously have to write me a ticket?
Yeah, they're really cracking down on us, so we have to go through the motions. There you go.
I've never been pulled over in my life.
Take care of it within 14 days. It won't be a problem. Drive safely now.
Thank you.
This is Mike. Please leave a message.
Hey, hon, it's me. I was just wondering when you're gonna be home. Love you.
Hey. Still up?
Yes.
I'm gonna go watch TV.
Honey,
Yeah,
are we okay?
of course. Why would you even ask that?
Mrs. Plainview? Ellen Plainview?
Yes?
I'm Detective Sanford, Metropolitan Police Department. This is Detective Gene Heyman.
What can I do for you?
May we come in?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Something wrong?
Oh, some things happen in the neighborhood. We thought you might be able to help.
I will if I can. What happened?
Where were you Monday night between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m.?
Monday night. Well, my book club meets on Monday nights.
Do you know a Faye Walker?
No, I don't think so. I don't know the name. Why? What happened?
Is that your car in the driveway?
Yes?
You mind if we take a look at it?
What is this about?
Well, that's what we're trying to figure out, Mrs. Plainview. This is all routine, you understand? We're just looking at cars in the neighborhood.
Well, okay.
You want to grab your keys?
I never lock it. Bad habit from growing up in a small town. It's a bit of a mess, sorry.
Where's your tire?
I don't know. I don't know if there ever was one. My husband bought me this car. Mike Plainview, he's a police officer. Do you know him?
No. Does he work the west side?
Downtown.
It's a big department. May I see your hands, please? Any injuries lately? Scrapes, bruises, cuts, anything like that?
No. Will you please tell me what this is about?
I'm sorry. Where were you on Monday night?
Well, like I said, on Monday nights I have my book club. Actually, I wasn't at my book club. This is so embarrassing. I'm taking a pole dancing class. That's where I was Monday night.
Why didn't you tell us that to begin with?
I'm a little embarrassed. It was meant to be a surprise for my husband. I know it's silly.
Where is this class?
At a dance studio on Oak Street by the library.
Did you park there Monday night?
Well, actually, no. I didn't want people to see my car. I'm a mom, so I park in the garage next door. But what's the problem?
You know, Jane, I forgot. We gotta turn our paperwork in by 5.
Yeah, we better get back.
Mrs. Plainview, we sure hate to put you out. But you think we can continue this back at the station? We don't want it to come back here with the neighbors and all. We'll be back in no time.
Yeah, this gentleman is going to give you a lift, and we'll meet you down at the station.
Mom?
You've been very helpful. Thank you so much.
I wish I knew what this was about.
Did the detectives read you your rights?
No.
Then you should probably remain silent. Right here.
Miss Plainview, come on in, please sit down.
We're good here.
It's the end of a long day. I'm looking forward to getting out of here myself. I can imagine you feel the same way. Can I get you anything? Coffee?
No, thank you.
You sure? We're just looking for some help to clear some things up is all.
Well, I'll help you if I can. Can you please tell me what this is all about?
Now, what time do you think you left your stripper class Monday night?
It's a pole dancing class. Class gets out at 9, so I guess I left around 9.
It was 9:07, according to the security camera outside the dance studio door. But a camera in the garage where you parked shows you leaving the garage at 9:40. So what were you doing in the garage for 30 minutes?
Nothing. Are you sure those times are right?
Times are correct.
Oh, I remember. Monday night we had a really intense class, and when I left I was all sweaty. I didn't want to get in the car like that, so I took a walk around the block just to kind of cool off. I took the long way near those nice shops on Elm, so I guess I did a little window shopping before I got back to the garage.
A little window shopping.
Yeah. Why?
A woman named Faye Walker was attacked in that garage between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Now, according to security cameras, the only car leaving or entering that garage during that time period was yours. So just tell us what happened.
Well, did you see anything in the garage during that time?
No. I certainly didn't see a woman being attacked. I would have reported something like that. My God. You can't possibly think I had something to do with this. I don't even kill insects.
Well, no one was killed in this Plainview, thank God. But we have a victim, Faye Walker, in ICU in County Hospital. We just need to know what the hell happened to her.
Maybe you caught this woman breaking into your car. Maybe she turned around and attacked you. Maybe you grabbed the nearest object you could and defended yourself.
Maybe this whole thing was just in self-defense.
Perfectly understandable. It could happen to anyone.
Now, if it was, just tell us and we can wrap this whole thing up right now.
But that's not what happened. I'd like to call my husband.
Thanks. Empty your pockets into the tray.
This is crazy. I haven't done anything.
Do you have any weapons, needles, anything sharp on you?
No.
Hands on the table, feet back. Okay, over here. Left hand. Right hand.
This is Mike. Please leave a message.
Hi, honey, it's me. It's the craziest thing. I got arrested. A woman got attacked, and for some reason they think I had something to do with it. I don't know what it's all about. I'm at the West Side Precinct. Will you come to the station as soon as you can? Please hurry.
Okay, bail's been set for $500,000.
$500,000?
The bond is based on the criminal code. We're not authorized to make any adjustments, but you can take it up with the judge when you see one.
So what happens now?
I'm gonna put you in a holding cell till you make bail. If you don't make bail by 6 o'clock, you'll be released into the GP, general population.
Where's Detective Sanford? He said I'd be going home. He said this was just a matter of routine.
Yeah, this is a routine, sweetheart. Come on in. Come on in. You want a blanket?
No, I'm not spending the night.
You think you scared now? Wait till it gets dark.
Turn it up.
You get in a room with a view.
Did my husband call?
Nope, nobody called. Turn around, hands back. Okay, let's go. Jewelry goes in the tray. In the tray.
This is ridiculous. I'm not a criminal. I work in a dentist's office.
Clothes go in the bag.
Why won't anyone listen to me? I haven't done anything. Can I please make one more phone call?
Change into these.
Say hi to your roommate, Ramona.
Do you mind if I take this one?
Want to come cuddle up with Ramona?
Shut the hell up!
Plainview. We've got a visitor. Around.
Mike, sweetie, where have you been? I've been scared to death.
Ellen, what the hell is going on? There were a bunch of cops searching the house today. They took your car. Julie's freaking out. What is this all about?
It's all so horrible.
Why are they saying that you beat someone?
I don't know. A woman got attacked where I park on Monday nights.
What woman? Do you know her?
Of course not. They saw my car on a security camera where it happened. So they think that I had something to do with it.
You have your book club Monday nights. Didn't you park at Alice's?
No, I was taking pole dancing lessons.
What?
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Pole dancing?
Alice said it would help me get in touch with my sexy side.
By becoming a stripper?
No, it was just for you. It was for us. Can you get me out of here?
Look, the bail's $500,000. I need 10% for bondsman. Where am I gonna get 50 grand?
I have to stay here.
I put a call into a lawyer friend of mine. He's expensive, but he might be willing to help us out as a favor. I'm still waiting to hear back.
Everything's gonna be okay, right?
If you're innocent, you don't have anything to worry about.
What do you mean, if I'm innocent?
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sure this is all gonna work out. You'll be fine.
Oh, tell Drake.
Time's up.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Noah Wallace presiding.
If there's anything else you need, just let me know, okay? Hey, you. What are you doing here?
They're charging me with assault.
What? Assault on who?
I don't know. Some woman was attacked in a parking garage and they think that I was involved.
I'm sure it's some sort of mistake, right?
It is. It's a horrible mistake. I didn't do anything.
No, I don't think you have anything to worry about. Look, no one's interested in prosecuting an innocent person, so just cooperate. You'll be fine. All right?
Detainee Plainview, please step forward.
Ellen Plainview, case 335. You're charged with Penal Code 118.18, assault with intent to commit murder. Do you have counsel?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Are you ready to enter a plea?
Not guilty.
Court sets a preliminary hearing for Monday the 19th. Defendant is dismissed.
Why is everyone treating me like I'm guilty?
Ellen Plainview, how you doing? Ed Flynn, I'm here as a favor to your husband.
I appreciate it, Mr. Flynn.
Oh, well, Mike's a good guy. Yeah, he pulled me over one night after a poker game, and, well, I was pretty toasted on some single malt. Anyway, I told him that I just lived a few blocks away, and anyway, he cut me a break. Yeah. So, I've agreed to look at your case pro bono, which means that I will do it for free.
Thank you.
Sure. Hey, you're gonna get a kick out of this.
What?
Oh, what you might... forget about that. No more pieces of paper anyway. So, I assume that you're innocent.
Of course.
Okay, well then, you've got nothing to worry about. Yeah, I'll take care of everything. The legal system, it's a big game. You just gotta know how to play it, which I do. I'll contact the DA this afternoon. I can probably have all the charges dropped just by asking.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, they have no case here. No motive. They don't want this to go to trial, believe me. So, you just leave everything to me, and I will have you home by dinner time.
Thank you so much.
Let me know if anybody gives you trouble in there. I know everybody in the joint.
But Mr. Flynn, you said you were gonna get them to drop the case. I see. Well, how long? I haven't seen my family in 3 days. How long will I be here? Mr. Flynn? Mike, my hearing is tomorrow, so I was just wondering if you could bring me a dress to wear. The blue one with the white trim. Please bring Julie. I need to see her. Mike, I love you. Will you please say it back?
Hey, baby. Oh, why don't you say you love me too? Because if you was here right now, I would show you a good time.
Please.
Watch yourself, girl. I'm in here for punching a cop for talking back to me. What are you in here for? Shoplifting?
Attempted murder.
Hey, there you are. Ooh, Kay Sullivan. Highest conviction rate in the DA's office. Hello, Kay. Looking nice today.
All rise. Good morning, Ms. Sullivan. What do we have?
The People versus Ellen Plainview, assault with intent to commit murder. The victim in this case, a Miss Faye Walker, has been unconscious since the assault and is therefore unable to ID her attacker at this time. However, the People will provide evidence in the form of security camera footage, which clearly shows the defendant in the parking garage at the time of the assault. Additionally, the People will show that the victim was beaten with a tire iron, consistent with the kind provided as standard equipment with the defendant's make of car. Brown hair, which lab tests confirm as coming from the defendant, was found on the victim's clothing. And the People will provide an eyewitness who will testify at having seen Ellen Plainview depositing a tire iron in a dumpster not far from the assault, just moments after the crime.
I'll check. I'm sure it's just a bunch of rubbish. Your Honor, the defense moves to have this case dismissed based on a complete lack of motive.
The People will provide ample and compelling motive, Your Honor.
I'm setting a trial date for 2 months hence, Monday, June 7th. Is that enough time for you, Ms. Sullivan?
We'll have our case prepared, Your Honor.
I'll be ready to, Your Honor.
We're going to trial? Mr. Flynn, shouldn't you?
Counselor, aren't you forgetting something?
Your Honor?
Your client has the right to ask for bail adjustment.
But I was just getting to. Your Honor, we request the defendant be released on her own recognizance. She is a wife, a mother with a job who has never been charged with a crime.
Ms. Sullivan?
Due to the severity of the potential penalties of this case, we feel that she's a flight risk. The people ask that bail remains set at $500,000.
Come on, Kay.
The defendant is to be released on her own recognizance.
You're free. Let's get out of here. Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, thanks, Ed. Really appreciate it.
Well, hey, you want to return the favor? A friend of mine got a ticket last week. Reckless driving. I could use a hand with that one.
Let me talk to Ed for a sec.
Let's just say he got a little. So just need any kind of.
I just want to wake up and find out that this whole thing was one big nightmare. How often does this happen, where they arrest the wrong person for a crime?
Not often.
Is there anything that you can do about this, you know, in the department?
Ellen, if I was caught tampering with or interfering in this case in any way, I mean...
This lawyer, Mr. Flynn, is he good?
He should be. He charges a fortune.
I don't know what I'm going to tell Julie about all this.
Well, you better think of something. She's not taking it well.
Mike, hey, I know that this is putting you out, but I could really use some kindness. I need you right now.
Okay. Okay. Come on. Yeah.
Wow. Did you clean up at all while I was gone? Honey, I'm back. I missed you so much. It's so good to see you. I'm so sorry about all this. Honey, what's wrong?
Nothing.
What is it?
Dad told me everything. You won't let me wear fishnets, but you're taking a pole dancing class?
Honey, it's not what it sounds like. It's an exercise class. And I'm not taking it anymore. Okay.
Mike! 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 No, please, no! No! Mike! 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 Help! Help!
Why am I being accused of this crime?
Well, security video. It has you at the scene of the crime. Also, there's strands of hair with positive match to you that were found on the victim's body.
How is that possible? I never met that woman.
And also, they have an eyewitness. Yes. There's a woman who said that she was driving down Oak Street that night and she saw a person matching your description wiping a tire iron and tossing it into a dumpster. A Marla Brackets.
Marla Brackets?
You know her?
Her son is a patient where I work. She's always in a bad mood, and this one day her son was trying to climb on the big aquarium we have in the waiting room. I helped him down so he wouldn't hurt himself, and she got really angry. Do you think she's making up this story to get back at me?
Who knows? People are crazy.
Who is this woman, Faye Walker?
Well, she's nobody, really. She works as an escort around the airport hotels. She's the kind of woman who makes men happy, except when she doesn't. Apparently, she still hasn't regained consciousness.
Well, when she does, she can tell everyone I didn't do this.
Oh, I told you I represent celebrities. She wants to have lunch. Okay, well, I have got to go. Listen, thank you for that coffee. It was delicious. Okay. So listen to me. I do not want you to discuss this case with anybody, okay? You just go about your daily routine. I want you to go to work as if this never happened. And I will make sure that this all goes away. Okay?
Ellen, we weren't expecting you to come in today.
I'm just anxious to get everything back to normal.
Look, Ellen, Dr. Pierce doesn't think you should work here, given the circumstances. You know, people are talking, and he thinks maybe after the trial.
What?
I'm so sorry, honey.
He doesn't think I'm guilty, does he?
Of course not. I'm sure he doesn't. Listen, sweetie, I'm here for you. And I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. And somehow, some way, some good is gonna come out of this.
Thank you, Alice. Honey, shh, it's okay. It's okay. Shh. Okay, it's okay. Shh, it's okay.
Hey! How you doing? You work things out down at the station?
No, they're charging me with attempted murder.
Who, that woman that got beat in that garage over on Oak Street?
Yes.
Who are the investigating officers?
Detective Sanford and Hamer.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good. I guess everybody makes mistakes. Wait, you got a good lawyer?
I hope so.
Well, what about your husband? Is he helping?
He's been really busy. He's taking these classes. They're promoting him to the fraud division.
The things we sacrifice for our men, huh? Listen, I'm sure it'll all work out, but if there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thank you.
Welcome. Take care.
Your troubles are over. Faye Walker just regained consciousness. The DA wants you down at the hospital to see if she can identify you.
Great.
Nurse, may we have a moment, please?
Thanks.
What is it?
No cards, no flowers.
Well, maybe she's not the type of woman that gets cards and flowers. Miss Walker? Miss Walker? I'm Detective Sanford. This is Detective Hamer. We're here to help you, okay? You recognize this woman?
Is this the woman who attacked you?
How did I get here?
Well, you've been hurt, and you're in a hospital now. Do you know anybody that would do this to you? Do you recognize this woman at all? Well, that didn't work out too well.
Looked like a positive ID to me.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Gene. Frankly, Miss Plainview, we were hoping for your sake we could wrap all this up for you today.
You look like an ID.
All right, that's it.
Hello.
We're so sorry that we wasted your time today. Come on, Gene.
Well, let me get to my client and I will get back to you. Okay? Good news. That was the DA's office. They have an opening in the court calendar. We can go to trial immediately instead of waiting until June.
Immediately?
Or you wait 2 months.
Should we accept?
Well, that's up to you. You want to spend the next 2 months worrying, or do you want to get this over with? I say, let's go for it.
Honey, what are you doing?
I can't do this anymore, Ellen. I'm sorry. I don't know my place here anymore. I think it's better if I just stay away for a while.
What? Why?
I still feel like there are things you're not telling me about that woman who was attacked. The guys at the station, they're asking me questions I don't have the answers for.
Mike, what are you talking about?
You lied to me about where you were that night. What else are you lying to me about?
Nothing.
I don't want to end up resenting you, so I think it's better if I just stay away for a while. Okay? Julie's at Jasmine's.
I can't believe you're not standing by my side. You don't think I'm guilty, do you?
Honestly, I don't know what to think anymore.
Mike, what's happened to you? You're not the man I married.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Noah Wallace presiding.
Bailiff, you can bring the jury in, please.
Here we go.
Miss Sullivan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the people will prove that this woman, despite her attempts to appear to you as a sweet and innocent housewife, is in all actuality a predator. A predator who leads a secret, dark life as a stripper in training, who has meetings with prostitutes, one of which turned violent. We will conclusively place Ellen Plainview at the scene of the crime during the time the assault occurred. We'll provide physical evidence linking her to the victim. And we will provide eyewitness testimony that she disposed of the weapon just moments after the crime. Ladies and gentlemen, help us seek justice and assure that this woman is never allowed to hurt anyone ever again.
Counselor?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not here today to prove that my client is innocent. I don't have to do that. The law says that you're supposed to presume her innocence. Now, the prosecution has a crime that it cannot solve, so they decided to pin it on my client. Now, they offer no motive, no reason in the world why she would savagely beat a woman whom she's never met. Ladies and gentlemen, there is simply no case.
All right. Ms. Sullivan, you may call your first witness.
There's Faye Walker, the victim, right there in the black dress. There were no cars in the parking structure when we entered. We found the body here, laying next to a pillar in a large pool of blood. Now, Miss Plainview told us, under questioning, that she typically parked along the northwest wall, which is right here, which you can see is adjacent to where the victim was beaten.
You described this as a vicious beating.
Oh, very much so, very vicious. And in my professional opinion, it was clear intent to cause death.
And Detective, in your opinion, could such a beating be administered by a woman of, say, 5'4", 110 pounds?
Oh, easily. Let me tell you something. You get beat with a tire iron. Doesn't make any difference how big or strong you are.
Yeah, no, got it.
Oh, there's no question that Miss Plainview was on the scene at the approximate time of the crime. I mean, the video speaks for itself. Listen, we looked at all the evidence, and I mean all of it. It all points to one person.
Which person is that?
I'm sorry?
Which person is that?
Well, right there. Ellen Plainview.
Detective Sanford, may I ask how old you are?
Objection.
Sustained.
You're approaching retirement age, correct? So I imagine that you're anxious to go out on a good note. So isn't it possible that in your excitement to wrap up this case quickly, that it might have affected your judgment?
No, not at all. You see, we brought this case to the district attorney's office based solely on the evidence and your client's behavior under questioning. The truth of the matter is, Mr. Flynn, your client lied to us about how long she'd been in that parking structure.
That's not true.
You may not speak without permission from the bench.
Your Honor, I didn't lie about anything.
I'm warning you, Mrs. Plainview.
Sit down.
Detective Hamer, during your initial questioning of the defendant, did you ask of her whereabouts during the crime?
Of course. It was the first thing we asked her.
And what was her response?
Well, she had a couple different answers. The first time we asked, she said she was at a book club. The second time we asked, she said she was at this stripper class. You know, one of those classes where they teach you to dance on a pole. I guess she was considering a new career.
That's insane.
Mrs. Plainview, if you interrupt these proceedings once more, I'll hold you in contempt.
Mrs. Brackets, on the night of the crime, you were driving westbound on Oak Street at approximately 9:45 p.m., correct?
Correct.
You told police officers that you saw a woman in an alley at the corner of Oak and 7th.
It was her, Ellen Plainview.
You're sure this is the woman you saw?
Yes. She works at my dentist's office.
Mrs. Brackets, would you please tell the court what you saw the defendant doing in the alley at 9:45 that night?
She was wiping off a metal object, which I observed to be approximately the shape and size of a tire iron.
And did you observe her doing anything else with this object?
She discarded it in a dumpster.
No further questions?
Mrs. Brackett, you take your son to Dr. Stuart Pierce, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. And you actually knew the defendant before this case through your visits to the office, correct?
I thought I did.
Well, you were acquainted with her.
Yes.
So on April 7th, your 5-year-old son was climbing the aquarium in the waiting room of this dentist's office. Now, the defendant moved your son away from the aquarium to save him from a possible serious accident.
She yanked his arm.
Well, if that's the case, I guess that could make you upset when you heard this news, in which case that could make you angry with Miss Plainview. But isn't it also true that, well, you've made up this whole story about my client and a tire iron after hearing this case on the news? Hoping to punish her for injuring your child?
No, no way.
The fact is, you have no business being on this witness stand, do you, Mrs. Brackett? My client disciplined your child, so you decided to use this courtroom to exact your vengeance.
Objection.
Sustained.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
How dare you judge me? I know a criminal when I see one. You can tell she's guilty just by looking at her.
I am through with this witness.
That was beautiful. Oh man, Marla Brackett, she totally self-destructed in there. I will bet Sullivan is drafting a motion to dismiss as we speak.
You think so?
I killed it. Yeah, oh no, this is all over. We're gonna go to the DA's office first thing in the morning and demand a dismissal. Hey, buddy. Something I can help you with? No. I told you that I would take care of everything. Wow, look at this. I can still get to the gym, find a date for tonight. You're good grabbing a cab. You're a trooper.
Good morning, Kay. Oh, now that is a lovely dress.
Surprised to hear from you this morning, Ed. I was just about to call you myself.
Oh, are you ready to drop the charges against my client?
Why would I do that?
You don't have a case. I mean, you saw me destroy your star witness yesterday.
I thought you were coming here to change your plea to guilty.
Oh, really? Why the hell would we do that? You have no motive. You have no case.
We just learned that Faye Walker was involved in a sexual relationship with Mike Plainview. Your client's husband was having an affair with the victim.
What?
We have our motive counselor.
Did you know about this?
Of course not.
Okay, let's hold on here, Kay. Faye Walker is in a coma. So how would you have any idea?
We found a cell phone number among her personal effects. We questioned Mr. Plainview last night. He admitted the whole affair, signed an affidavit. When Plainview was in uniform, he arrested Walker for solicitation. After serving 3 months, she reconnected with him. They became involved.
Okay, well, then you have your perp, Kay.
Mike Plainview was with his daughter Julie the night of the crime. TV footage places him at the Metro Sports Arena that night. Look, we'll reduce the charge to aggravated assault. Plead off, and you'll do 2 years at the most. Otherwise, You're looking at 8 to 10, easy.
No. No, 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 no!
You need to calm down.
Ellen. Ellen. What the hell? You made me look like a fool in there.
You're telling me you knew nothing about this affair?
No.
Okay, well, it changes everything. I don't even know if I can continue with your defense. Damn it, I didn't want to take this case in the first place. You know, Mike, he's a friend of mine. So that makes this whole thing a conflict.
Mr. Flynn.
And I will be honest, I'm looking at all the evidence now, and it looks to me like maybe you did have something to do with this after all.
Leave everything to me, you said. You've done nothing but make things worse from the beginning.
Oh, really? Well, if that's how you feel, I will send you a bill and you can find other representation.
A bill? For what? I could have handled this better myself. I'm gonna tell Miss Sullivan you should be disbarred.
Okay, you are not going to tell her anything.
Get your hand off me!
Ellen, it's time to calm down now.
Let her go.
Hey, it's between her and me, pal, okay? Screw off.
I said let her go.
Oh. You son of a bitch. I will sue you and you. I hope you get everything you deserve.
You're right. He should be disbarred.
You've been following me.
Actually, I've been following your case. I'm Ben Savern from the Public Defender's Office. You okay?
Yeah.
It looks like you could use a friend. It also looks like you could use some lunch. What do you say?
Okay.
Nice thing about working at the courthouse is best hot dogs in town. Extra mustard, right? I just joined the department. I've been observing trials until I get my own assignment. The thing about your case is, none of it seems to add up. I mean, the evidence is circumstantial. The police haven't even looked for any other suspects, and well, I know this is really unprofessional, but I just have a feeling about you. Nothing suggests you're capable of a crime like this. What is it?
You're the first person who said that to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I don't even have a lawyer.
Well, they'll postpone until you can get one.
I have no money.
Well, they'll assign you a public defender.
Like you?
Me? No, I'm not a lawyer. I joined the department as an investigator, more of a research clerk, actually.
Oh.
My dad insisted that I go to law school to have something to fall back on. But after 3 good tries, I finally gave up on passing the bar. I only wanted to be a writer anyway. The least I can do is make some phone calls. Make sure you get a good lawyer.
No.
No?
I don't want to leave my life up to another stranger. I can't. I'm going to ask to handle my own defense.
Oh. No, I don't think that's a good idea.
No, I mean, I've been taking notes the whole time. I know what Flynn did wrong. All along, I wish I could stand up in court and ask my own questions. I'm going to represent myself.
Oh. The judge will have to approve. See if you're capable.
I studied law in school. I'll tell him that.
You think this is a good idea?
Whatever happens to me from this point forward, I want to be responsible for it.
I get it, I do. Fine. Then just do me one favor.
What?
Let me help.
Mrs. Plainview, I've reviewed your petition to act as your own counsel for the remainder of this trial. And while I must say you've written a very impressive presentation, I have to give you my standard response, which is that I strongly advise you against this.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. But I feel confident that I can handle it. I certainly feel I can do better than my previous counsel.
Very well. Petition granted. You've asked for 10 days to prepare, and the court grants you the full 10 days.
Thank you, Your Honor. The camera was here, right?
Somewhere around here.
Hi, sweetie. I miss you. I'm sorry I've been so busy. Everything's taking longer than I thought. How you doing? Listen, it would mean a lot to me if you could come to the trial. We're back in court on Wednesday. Honey, I know you're upset, and I know this is really hard for you. I just want you to know that you are the most precious thing to me in the entire world, and you always will be. Okay? I love you.
Hey. I can get the door open.
I changed the locks. Why didn't you tell me you were seeing Faye Walker?
I didn't want you to get hurt. I was ashamed. Afraid. You know, I didn't know what would happen if it came out. I mean, I've already been suspended by the department.
You need to tell me if you know anything about what happened to her.
No, Ellen, I don't know anything. All right, I swear. I am so sorry about everything. Okay?
You ripped our daughter's life apart. And I don't think I can ever forgive you for that.
Ellen.
Goodbye.
Ellen, hey.
It's not every kid that has to deal with something like this.
Hello?
Hi. Ben, this is Alice.
Hello, Alice.
Hi.
You said your daughter plays tennis, right?
Uh-huh.
My parents got me this. I think it's the most expensive racket they make, but I suck on the courts. I never use the thing. I thought maybe Julie would want it.
Thank you, that's very sweet.
All right, we are back in the matter of the People versus Ellen Plainview, assault with attempt to commit murder. Court has granted a motion by the defendant to represent herself. Now, Mrs. Plainview, you've carefully considered the recommendations and caveats of this court in response to your motion?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Would you please identify the gentleman sitting next to you?
Ben Savrin, with the Public Defender's Office. He's serving as an investigator for the defense.
And Ms. Sullivan, is this acceptable to you?
Why not?
Shall we proceed? Ms. Sullivan, call your first witness.
The people would like to call Miss Frances Dowd.
Who?
Your Honor, this is the first we've heard of this witness.
The people notified the defense's counsel, Edward Flynn, of Ms. Dowd's testimony 2 weeks ago, Your Honor.
She wasn't included in Mr. Flynn's notes, Your Honor.
I'm not surprised.
Who is Frances Dowd?
Someone from my past.
So?
Years ago, she told the police that I attacked her with a metal rod.
Is it true?
Sort of. I was so scared, I grabbed my music stand to try to protect myself. But I didn't hit anyone with it, I swear. Then a policeman showed up, asked what was going on. It was their word against mine. He took down a report and just asked us to stay away from each other. And that's it. That's all that happened.
But she came all the way down here to testify against you. Why?
I don't know. Probably the first time she's ever been on an airplane. She lived in the worst part of town. A terrible little house.
I think you should ask for a continuance. Give me time to find something to impeach this woman's testimony with.
I'm just gonna talk to her.
Do you know what may have provoked such a savage attack?
Oh, I have no idea. It was like something just come over her. I seriously thought she was gonna kill me.
It must have been very terrifying.
It was.
Your witness.
First of all, Miss Dowd, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today.
Gotta respect the law.
That's true. But the law is a construct, something created in the minds of men. Justice, on the other hand, is something we feel in our hearts. Don't you agree? And we're here for justice. You might say it's the sole purpose of these proceedings. Do you have children, Ms. Dowd?
3.
You're very blessed. I have one myself. Julie is 12. She'll have to live with whatever happens in this courtroom. Many years ago, a couple of teenage girls got into an argument in a parking lot. Words were exchanged, emotions got a little heated, silly threats were made, and then suddenly a policeman showed up. Nobody wanted to get in trouble. Now, according to his report, you stated that I attacked you with a music stand.
That's right.
But the report makes no mention of injuries. Did you sustain injuries?
Sustain?
The officer's report states that he simply asked you and I to apologize to each other and to go our separate ways. He doesn't seem to have considered this a very serious incident. When you said you were attacked, is it possible that you meant you just felt attacked? And you weren't actually struck with a music stand or anything else? I know the prosecutor flew you out here and put you in a nice hotel so you could testify, but all you're obligated to do here today, Ms. Dowd, is tell the truth. Tell the truth and let justice be served. Were you actually struck with a music stand that day or not?
It was a long time ago. Okay, I don't remember exactly what happened.
Thank you. Good morning, Detective Sanford.
Howdy.
In the interest of expediency, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. And if you could contain your answers to a simple yes or no, I think we'd all be appreciative.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
The people submitted security camera footage from the garage where the crime occurred. Now, the video showed my car exiting at 9:40 p.m. However, there is no camera at the garage's entrance. So it's possible that another car could have entered the garage and then exited through the entrance without being captured on video. Isn't that correct?
Is it possible? Well, I suppose.
Yes or no?
It's possible.
So we can't know for sure who else was in that garage besides the victim, correct?
Well, we can't, but we got a pretty good idea.
And since I walked to my car after my exercise class, there's no way of knowing exactly when I entered the garage. Detective Sanford, I told you during my initial questioning that I took a walk to cool off before returning to my car. Based on the evidence, it's entirely possible that I was only in that garage for a few moments. Isn't that right?
It's possible.
Good. According to the prosecution, strands of hair found on the victim's person were found to match my own hair, correct?
That's right. All the DNA tests were positive.
But we know that my husband, police officer Michael Plainview, admitted to having a sexual relationship with Faye Walker. Is it possible, in your opinion, that Mr. Plainview might have inadvertently transferred hair from my person or my clothing to this woman with whom he was having an intimate physical relationship? Yes or no? Your Honor?
Detective, answer the question.
Yes.
People's Exhibit 22 is a tire iron of the type provided as standard equipment in the year and model of car that I owned and was driving on the night of the crime. And this distinctive ridge matches wounds found on the victim, correct?
You bet it does.
But were you aware, Detective Sanford, that this car company in the last 4 years sold over 260,000 cars with this identical tire iron? Detective Hamer, Faye Walker is or was an escort, correct?
A prostitute.
Did you or anyone in your department attempt to contact any of Ms. Walker's recent clients?
We had no cause.
No cause? The woman was nearly beaten to death. It didn't occur to you that one of her clients might have done it?
All of the evidence suggested one suspect, and I'm satisfied we arrested the right person.
Well, as long as you're satisfied, Detective. Mrs. Brackets, you testified that you were driving down Oak Street at approximately 9:45 on the night of April 7th, and that you observed me wiping off something and tossing it into a dumpster.
That's right.
What speed would you say you were driving?
I always drive the speed limit.
I'm going to show you Defense Exhibit 16. Video taken from a car passing that same alleyway, traveling at less than half the speed limit. Watch carefully, Mrs. Brackets. Can you tell us what you saw in the video?
Someone by the dumpster?
Can you identify the person?
No.
Say whether it was a man or a woman? Can you at least tell us what the person was holding?
No.
No idea.
Maybe if I saw it again.
But your testimony is that on the night of April 7th, you were able to positively identify me standing in that same alley at the same time of night, and you were able to determine exactly what I was doing in the span of approximately 2 seconds, while traveling at more than twice the speed of the car in that video. Why don't I play the video again, pause it, and zoom in so we can get a better look? No further questions.
You might want to take a look at this.
Oh, that's great. Your Honor, the people have obtained an additional piece of evidence that we'd wish to enter.
We'd better handle this in sidebar, counsel.
Your Honor, a secondary search of the defendant's car turned up a previously undiscovered piece of evidence. Investigators found a photograph hidden under the liner of the trunk. It was Apparently taken with a cell phone and then printed out.
May I have a moment with my investigator, Your Honor?
Certainly.
Thank you. I've never seen that photograph before, Ben. It's obvious somebody's framing me.
But who? Your husband?
Mike may be despicable, but something like this is beyond even him. I'm sure of it.
You need to ask for a continuance.
No. One way or another, this thing has to end now. Detective Hamer, you testified that your investigation into this crime was thorough and complete.
Yes.
So why did you search the car again?
We received a tip. Well, not exactly a tip. We got a call from an anonymous citizen who watches a lot of those crime shows on TV. They suggested that we look under the carpeting and under the trunk lining of the car. So we did.
An anonymous tip.
Happens all the time. Citizens like to help.
Did you find anything to connect this photograph to me? Fingerprints, for example, or a match to my cell phone or home computer?
It was in your car.
How do we know the photograph wasn't placed in the car subsequent to the crime?
Well, that's impossible.
Impossible.
The car's been in police impound ever since.
The defense rests.
Thank you, Mrs. Plainview. We'll give you time to prepare your closing arguments and reconvene after lunch. Court is adjourned.
What is it?
Maybe I did do it. It's the only logical explanation. Who else could it have been? It had to be me. Maybe I found out about the affair and I followed Mike and I took that picture and I attacked Faye Walker and then I blocked it all out of my head. Maybe I went temporarily insane. Maybe I am insane.
Ellen, stop it. What you've been through would have made anyone crazy. You are the most level-headed person I know. And whatever happens, I know you're gonna have the strength to get through it, I promise.
Mom?
Charlie, what are you doing here?
Jasmine's mom dropped me off. I want to come home. I'm so sorry.
What for?
For not being here for you. I was too scared.
Honey, it's okay. It's okay.
I found out Jasmine stole my fishnets. I guess she's not that great of a friend after all. But I let her keep them anyway, because she looks so stupid in them. Thanks for the tennis racket, Mr. Severin.
Sure. Guys, it's time to get back inside.
I'm coming with you.
Honey, I don't know what's gonna happen in there. It might be better.
I'm coming with you.
Let's do this.
Mrs. Plainview's summation.
My daughter once told me, you can't make bad things go away by pretending they don't exist. Something bad happened here, and we all want it to go away. When we can't make sense of a senseless thing like this, we place blame and move on, hoping to convince ourselves it wasn't a random act of violence, which is somehow the scariest thing because that means it could have been any of us. We crave some explanation. But in our hurry, we can rob ourselves of understanding. When we are too quick to end our search for the truth, we are weakened. We are hurt. I don't know who attacked Faye Walker, and I don't know why. I don't know that I've been able to convince you that I wasn't involved. Ladies and gentlemen, I will accept whatever happens to me here today because I have to. But what would be much more difficult to accept is that the person actually responsible might escape justice in our rush to be done with this terrible event. That's something I believe any reasonable person would find hard to live with. Anyway, well, thank you.
As the jury reached a verdict,
In the matter of the People versus Ellen Plainview, case number C1711291, we, the jury in the above entitled action, find Ellen Marie Plainview not guilty of the crime of assault with intent to murder Faye Jo Walker.
case dismissed.
Thanks for everything, Ben.
Will I see you again?
Sure. I'd like that.
Bye.
Mom, I know what Daddy did, and I know why he's not here anymore. But it's okay. I understand.
Honey, I'm so sorry.
You don't have to apologize for anything. But promise me one thing.
Anything.
Can we spend more time together?
Of course. There's something I need to do first. Faye?
Hey, it's Mike. I looked into that traffic ticket. Can't believe it was Paula who wrote you up. 6 months sharing a patrol car together. You think she showed me a little courtesy, huh? Anyway, I never mentioned her to you because I didn't think you'd like that I had a female partner. But, I paid that traffic ticket for you, so... Well, good luck.
Wow, my husband usually takes care of that. He must have forgotten. He works for the department. Mike Plainview, do you know?
No, I don't believe I do. Just 1 minute, okay?
Bates. Faye.
You were supposed to be in prison. You know, I really wasn't expecting to find you here, but this actually works out. Like it was meant to be, you know? It's perfect. You see, the perp, you, returns to the hospital to make sure the victim doesn't wake up and identify her. You were even kind enough to leave me fingerprints. Thank you. Let's go. You better be cool.
Where are we going?
Get in. Come here. Come here, now. You know, when we were partners, I fell for Mike really hard. I didn't plan it, but it happened. And he felt the same. I know he did. But he told me he couldn't cheat on his wife. And I found out he was seeing that whore, Faye Walker. So I followed him and took pictures, you know? Figured I could force him to stop seeing her, but that left a wife to take care of. So I had a better idea.
You bitch!
Go! Keep moving!
Really? That's great.
Got it. Mom, try to stay off your back foot when you swing. And make sure the head of the racket is lower than the handle. Okay, I got it.
Thanks for calling. Hey, I got good news. The hospital just called. Faye Walker is in physical therapy.
They said it'll take a while, but she'll make a full recovery.
That's great. Mom has good news, too.
Yeah?
I've decided to go to law school.
And I've got an idea for my first book.
My story? Nobody'd ever believe it.
You mind if I take your mom to lunch?
Only if I can come, too.
Gee, I don't know. What do you think? All right, fine. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, catch up. Let's go.